We've never talked as much about climate as we do now. At the same time, reality is what it is. We are nowhere near achieving what we need to achieve. So like on the one hand, like hope, there is hope. On the other hand, there is despair. Like we need to wake up, and this is not something we need to do in the distant future. It's something we have to act on now. I mean, the IPCC says that globally we need to reduce emissions by half or even more than half in the next 7 years. Like the emission curve is still pointing upwards. So that says something about the challenge we have. And yet at the same time, we can't act out of that despair. We need to, dream about something that is better, not just trying to figure out how can we avoid the problems. So I think this here is, it's part of that, starting to think differently, like what materials could we use and how do we use them, like that are really low impact and provide really great experiences. So.
When I'm designing and with my customers, even if they are more sustainable type of producers, they still sometimes think that but the look is a little bit more important. So I'm trying to say form follows planetary boundaries instead, but sometimes it's hard.
In reality, people need to take actions, but we need to take realistic actions. So we find these very cool collaborations to recycle the waste from EVM bottles and produce products underneath the Doberman brand. And of course, it's a luxury brand. We have to maintain the high quality, high standard. So that's a cool part. We need to recycle the waste, but still keep the same quality and the same standard of the other brand. Then this whole supply chain is like we have waste collected from EVM's their factory in the North Africa area and transport them to the closest supplier in the south of Germany and Switzerland area to upcycle them into granulate that can be used for injection molding, can be used for making yarns, then furthermore to be fabrics, and it can be used for a different way of production.
The more you try to solve a specific challenge or a problem around a material or around a waste stream, that there opens up a new door of sort of challenges that you didn't previously have to consider. There's always something that you think improves the system, And then the more aspects of the system that you try to take responsibility for, the more you understand that there are challenges that often can't be solved.
It's kind of a shift right now with young designers using the latest technology, coming from different backgrounds and taking that in, and that with the material and production development methods changing the form languages as well quite rapidly. So I think it's a very interesting time to be in the business right now, and a very interesting time to be alive in the design world, because I think it's been like a standstill in Swedish design for a while, but now things are really starting to happen.
We have built the building for the next 100 years, not for the next couple of decades, but we are actually investing in the future. And we believe that industry and sustainable manufacturing belongs together. And we also wanted to create a site where Greta Thunberg generation meets industry people, that it's possible to connect both of them.